And we're live. Here we go. Welcome to. Wait, I'm clicking here. Click this. Minimize this. There we go. Hey. Oh, the slide change. Click. Why? Sense me. Fine. You saw the answer if you were looking. All right.
Okay, wait, where are these questions?
We are on number 5 of the paper I gave you last class. All right, so we're starting at number 5. There's a car travels 50 kilometers in 2 hours. This should be super easy, but right. Write the equation required to solve this equation, and then calculate the car's average speed for the trip. So, which equation do you think we're going to use for that?
S equals D.
S is DMT. So S equals D over T. That's very thin. Let's go fatter. And then we want to know what is S. And so we have 50 over 2, which is
5 kilometers an hour.
25. Kilometers.
Wait, that formula's not on the board though.
It's just kind of one you should know.
Yeah, but that's like the same as number 1. In Mathland, it's the same as number 1. This is like a twin of number 1. Alrighty. Are you ready for? No. Not. How do I do? Alright, number 6. I need to.
Wait, what was the answer for that one?
Kilometers now. Shh, y'all are talking too much. I want to erase. Erase worm. About to draw. And okay, this car is going 15 east kilometers, and then you reverse and you go 10 west. Total distance. Keywords. Total distance is going to be the whole way you went. So you went 15 and you went 10. Total distance, add them together. So total distance is 15 plus 10. That's not good. Plus erase this one. Back to draw. Plus equals 25 kilometers. All right. Displacement is special. It is from where you started. It's going to be 5. So if you went east and then you went west, those are not the same direction. You have to subtract. Yeah, you would. It's going to be 15 minus 10 equals 5 kilometers. But that's not the final answer because it has direction. Displacement has direction. Which way did it go? It went east.
I knew that one.
Nice. There's the answer.
Is that going to be on the test?
What are you talking about?
Are we going to have that for the test?
What does that mean? You're going to have that for the test? Yes.
They have been on there
During
all
the
year.
AP test of the future, you are going to be given a formula sheet. So I give you the formulas.
Coach, those have been on the board all year.
All right, so I have the nice handy-dandy little drawing that I just kind of talked about. So you went red and then you went blue. Can't see what I'm talking about, people that are watching. So you went red and then you went blue, and overall that's the total distance that we did. But then since you went red and went blue, then the displacement, that's this part, displacement was only 5. We did the math there a second ago. So on to the next slide. And click, click, click. All right, oh, can't see. There's a bird, and it went 4 east, and then it turned and it went 3 north. So east and north don't get along either, and they're not even in the same x and y. There is x and a y. So there's
Triangle.
a triangle. Nice. Throw back to last chapter.
Oh, thank you.
I.
I'm so proud of
It is a 3, 4, 5. So I have this one drawn out for you already. So you got 3 right there and a 4. Actually, that's wrong.
Wait,
It's a 4 and a 3 and then a 5. I drew it backwards for a second. All right, this one doesn't ask for any kind of angle or anything. It's just like how much is there. But then the last question is, if the whole trip took 1 hour, how fast are you going?
5 kilometers an hour.
You're doing 5 kilometers an hour. So it'd be 5, which is this guy, divided by the time that it took.
What is this going to be like? Is this
No, we're building up to what the quiz is. This is the intro stuff.
Wait, so what's the answer to part B?
Part B is 5 kilometers. It's a 3, 4, 5 triangle.
You don't have to put a direction clue?
Well, we're skipping that part because it's an angle and just it would be some kind of angle north of east.
And then you take 5.
Yeah.
We have to put that. Wait, Mr. Jones,
Man.
then you take 5 divided by 1, so it's 5 kilometers per hour.
Yes. Good job.
Is it kilometers?
We did that already at the beginning of the paper. Oh, there's 8. All right. 8. I'm gonna go to purple now. As a car starts from rest, it's gonna accelerate to 25 in 10 seconds. What's the rate of acceleration? So this is where we're gonna do the whole little point out what you have your variables in. So what is rest? It is v0, v naught. v0 is v naught. Is 0 Mercer, and then v is 25 Mercer, and then a equals what we want, right? Yep. And then t is 10 seconds. Which equation are we going to use?
Probably like 4.
Yeah, that fourth one, the fourth equation. So the fourth equation is v equals v naught plus a t. So we have 25 equals 0 plus a and 10. So hope that's easy math, just like boom. 10 times blank equals 25. So let me 2.5. 2.5 Mercer. Okay. Erase. Probably a faster way to erase.
I'm pretty sure Trish is pretty annoyed with me too, so.
I don't believe it. Alright. 9. Super similar to what we just did.
9.
Shh, y'all too talkative. Alright, this car starts rest. Accelerates at 5 miles per square for 5 seconds. Final velocity.
Okay, so A equals. No, so it's 1. Yeah.
Same equation. We're just solving for something different.
It's still number 4.
It is still the fourth equation. Nice.
It's 45.
So,
That's what I just said.
v equals what we want. 0 plus 5 times 5.
25.
Mercer?
That is for A.
25 meters per second.
Mercer.
A. Alright, B, do you guys know how to find the average? This is the thing you're going to have to do on the quiz, so there's a little pre-thing for you right there. So, if you have 2 things, right, you have, I can switch your color there for a second, it's yellow, right? So if you have this one and this one, you have to find the average of those 2 things, you add them together, right, and then you divide by 2, because there's 2 of them. So, the average of this one is going to be 12.5. So, B, the average, is 12.5.
Wait, how'd you get that? So you always do the B naught plus the B and then divide by however many?
There's 2.
So yeah. Okay. But it's always going to keep the velocity plus the B.
Yeah.
Is the B naught always going to be 0 on the page?
No.
The average.
Oh my god, really. Initial velocity. Wait, was it 25?
It was.
Wait, Mr. Johnson, it erases easier if you just do it your hands.
I don't know if that works for this. See,
Sorry. Oh, no.
I'm using a different program now.
My math.
What's a different program?
I'm using the real-time board now instead of just the touch screen.
I like this. I like this better.
I can show it over there too. I can double share it right now. Alright. This is the answer just in typed out version. 9C. There's another one. C. How far did the car travel during the 5-second acceleration? There's two ways. Actually, there's probably three ways where I am. Right? You can use Formula 3, Formula 5, or fancy Formula number 1.
Use number 1.
Use number 1. All right. So the important thing about Formula number 1 is it is the average velocity. So since we just solved for that, we can use it. So I click this and this. Yeah. What was it? It was 12.5. So if you're doing that for 5 seconds, you're gonna, and if you're using the average acceleration, you're pretending you're not accelerating, right? You're using that for the whole time, and so if you have the average, it works. All right. So V average equals x over t. So you're gonna do V times t equals x. So 5 times 12.5 equals the answer.
Oh crap!
62.5 is the answer. All right, the other method is just regular. If you're using Formula 3 or Formula 5. Y'all are so talkative. Y'all are getting recorded about how bad you are. So, yeah. Calm yourselves. I'm just talking about the in-between stuff. The in-between. We're doing good in the interaction, but all right. I'm gonna hit next and just do the shortcut. Pochelle, please don't do that. You just wanted me to say your name on recording.
Yeah, I told him I was like,
Alrighty.
I would like the next house to be like, yeah, you retarded. I was like, yeah.
They're gonna hear you say that. All right, we just did that way.
Oh no, that hurt me again.
The other way is by actually using the whole distance equation right here, and this is 0, so it goes away, and you're left with 1/2 at squared. The acceleration was 5, your time was 5, and it turns out to be the same amount of information there. I'll actually erase. As long as you have the average, but otherwise you gotta find the average and then do it.
Wait, what's going on?
There's multiple ways to solve it. So we're just talking about the multiple ways.
Can the board hear everything? I'm not going to listen to the other one.
It might be able to hear it, which is what I'm worried about a little bit.
My problem is, what are these people talking about?
No.
Whoa.
No, we changed down the board.
All right, typo on your paper. It says 5 on your paper. I have it all highlighted right here. Should be 10. Make it be 10. If you use 5, you're gonna get the wrong answer.
What are we saying?
Yeah, the highlighted number right here should be 10 instead of 5.
Okay, no, cool.
This, change this.
Is final velocity V naught?
No.
No, that's start velocity.
So
V is
V naught would equal V. Your number 10 is different from us.
V naught is 20. Are you talking about number 10?
Yes.
Did you change it to 5 seconds yet?
Ours is 5 seconds.
I want you to change it to 10 seconds.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't do it.
Alright, so we have V naught is, that's not a 5, that's a 2. 20 accelerates, V we don't know, A we have 5, and T equals 10. We say this is which equation?
So it's 70, the answer is 70.
Which equation?
It's just a will.
So we got 20 plus 50 equals 70. That's me for second. There we go.
Wait, why is it 5? Why is it 5 times 10 instead of 5 times 5?
Because I told you to change it to 10.
Yeah. Walk up to the microphone.
That's why I have it highlighted and circled.
Can you underline too?
I can.
That's probably like.
It should be changed.
That's why it's colorful.
Anytime. I can help with any kind of.
You don't have any eraser though?
I don't know how to do it faster. I'm not a pro at the program.
Hold on, wait. See if you can circle it all and tap it. No, like
Future. Oh, right here.
and tap in the middle. I think it's too late now. Do it fast. Maybe not.
Good try.
Yeah, I didn't use
Maybe in the future. Alright, there's the typed out version of it, right? I'm going to share the PowerPoint with you, and the video will be posted also, so you can see both of these or whatever. This one. This one is good for your quiz you're about to take. Oh my goodness, there's high energy in here.
It's a Wednesday.
Go away. Rochelle is about to attack the microphone.
I bet your fourth one is like very behaved, very quiet, and everything. The rest would be like.
They're not usually like this, everybody that's listening.
Yes, we are.
No, you're not.
Yes,
I don't know what's going on today. It just revved. Oh my goodness.
Wednesday.
Alrighty. There's a ball. This is for the quiz. Here we go. There's a ball. It is dropped. Right? It's dropped from rest. They give you the key thing right there. If it's just dropped, the start velocity is 0. Nice. What is the acceleration going to be? It is going to be -10 going down, right? Going down. It's always -10 except for labs and textbook. Test is not lab or textbook, so it's yay.
Wait, so which one's the initial velocity? No, I get that it's 0, but it should be not.
And then the falling velocity.
Alrighty. V naught equals 0.
Yeah.
V, it's not a V. I'll just turn it into a V. V equals question mark. A equals -10. Actually, it says down is positive. They're tricking you out right there. So it's a +10. Because down is positive. We gotta use what it says. I know. On your quiz, it's gonna be down as -2. So if you want to just think of it the other way, that's a simplification for you.
So we don't have to worry about it.
down is positive.
Yes.
Why is down positive?
Because it says.
Just ignore it.
Yeah, just think of it the same way, and you'll get the same answer, just negative, and it'll be all right.
Okay, so they have 65.
Yeah, for A, it is 65, but I have to do the whole talking it out. Okay, sir.
I understand this on physics C.
This isn't physics C.
I know, like this question is.
Oh.
Is this the same thing as that, like 1/2 GT?
I hope not. Hey, who's that?
1/2 GT squared is Formula 3, just with gravity specific.
Okay. So we can use that.
It's an
It
error
doesn't work out. So it's something else.
from previous life.
Probably hurt.
Alrighty, now we're actually gonna solve for something. I just put the variables away. Alright. No, I'm talking about. We want to know how fast it's going. Plus A T.
That is part B.
This is A. I have to do the whole write it out part.
Oh.
So
Do we actually have to write it
B
out?
equals 0 plus, if you want partial credit on the quiz.
Yeah, but if I get the
plus
answer right, will I get credit?
6.5. If you don't, you're probably okay. So this one is V equals 65 meters per second.
¡A viva la Cristo Rey! You're gonna get suspended.
I'm gonna write you up.
Okay, okay.
What did you do?
He just yelled into it. Everybody's gonna be like, I'm gonna figure out what time that is and give everybody a warning to turn the microphones down at this time or something.
Wait, why are you recording it?
So that last period can have the experience of this because I will be going off to cross country region. So this is me taking care of them also.
We have a lot of
It's not working.
Absolutely.
I'm just super hyper. Ask him.
The distance. You can do the average velocity way. You can use formula number 3 way, or you can do formula 5 way.
Number 3, would XO be 0?
Yeah.
What's the triangle X stand for?
Like, you know-
Five.
Just X.
Why is there a triangle?
Because it technically is the change. From where you started to where you end is how far it
And what
is.
does X stand for?
For most of the time, X naught is 0, so it ends up just being X. Because X
Okay.
minus X naught of 0 equals just X.
65. Can we use number 5 as like practicing that one?
Sure, you're going to do that in the next problem. I mean, in a problem coming up, so we can do it early. But I was going to do the average velocity way because everybody liked that one in the last class.
Oh, then
So,
do that one. That's
if you
probably
do
easier.
the average, you got to do this plus the initial. Or I said I pointed, but they couldn't see me. You got to do this plus your initial velocity to get your average. Divide by 2. So 0 plus 65 is 65, and then divide by 2. So what is that? Give me a number. How many?
32.5.
So the average equals 32.5 meters per second.
Is that for part B?
And then if you want to know, the distance, you got to use that very top formula of number 1 over there. So V average equals X over T. Our time is 6.5, so we have 32.5 equals X over 6.5 times.
That's why I didn't.
It's for B, yeah.
Oh, I thought this was for C.
Well, it's like the same. The distance and the displacement in this case will be the same.
Wait, I thought this was for C.
The distance and the displacement in this problem will be the same.
So this is the way.
Yeah, this will give you the same answer as that.
Wait, so distance is equal to Jesus squared for free fall. For free fall, distance is equal to 1.
Why is that?
32.5.
We found the average. We took this.
I thought the average velocity was 65.
No, that's the final velocity. If you use the average, you can pretend that it's happening for the whole time frame, and you can just do
So
that.
what do you divide it by? 2.
Mr. Johnson, where can be for?
I will be on the way to Helen, Georgia.
Oh.
Mr. Johnson, can be here after school.
I will not be here today after school. That's why I'm recording this.
What about help?
There's no help today.
What tomorrow?
Tomorrow there will be help.
I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. 65. What? Yeah, I'm kind of focused.
No one's got time for that.
Things called like learning. Trying it.
There's a test coming up very soon in your future.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god. Is this something you say to me?
Well, I didn't notice, so she's okay.
I don't think we should say this on the recording.
Thank you, Lauren.
There's something here. Who's in
Oh, I can't go back anymore?
Who's who it is so we don't embarrass ourselves?
Who's in your 4th class?
Too late.
Too late.
She is.
Well, obviously not first one.
Mr. Johnson.
Hey.
Who did my grades in your 4th class?
A lots of people's. Alrighty. 12. 12, you ready?
Yes.
C is the same as B.
Whoa. They're the same answer.
They're the same answer. In this case, if you were taking something and dropping it, it is going to travel the same direction. It's not going to change, go back on itself, so the distance and displacement will be the same.
Are we doing this entire review?
I was going to try to do it fast, but we're not going as fast as I wanted. It's this time it's thrown down. You have a start velocity. V naught equals -3. It says down is positive. Whatevs. Okay, down is positive. V equals question mark. A equals 10.
Oh, right. Acceleration 10.
I can't hear you with that jacket on. I can't hear you with that jacket on. Well, they're not talking about while you're throwing it. They're talking about you threw it, and then now gravity is the only thing touching it. So gravity is still the acceleration. Ted, that was not a bad question. That was the question I get very often.
No, I mean the question itself is bad, not Preston.
Is it 43?
It is 43.
Because I had the same question as Preston.
I think the answer is 43.
And
It
is
is
it meters per
43.
second?
It is meters per second. Rebel.
Look how good I'm doing right here.
You are doing very well. It's a plus. Plus. That's good. There's wrong one. I might just have to go really fast with my planning and talk it out in turbo speed because y'all are crazy people. We know acceleration.
Isn't
Drop thing.
what's the displacement or what's the variable for displacement?
Displacement is x.
Oh no, that's
There's so much going on. I don't know what this is gonna sound like.
I know.
They're probably on not
At least I'm closer, so my voice should be. Yeah.
Is the next one 92?
I have it in my email. I don't know. It's a regular teacher person. Alrighty. Displacement. We can do Formula 1 or Formula 3 or Formula 5.
I can say Formula 1.
If we're doing number 1, you got to find the average.
So 13 divided by 2.
13.
Yeah.
No, isn't it 3 divided by 2?
Oh, sorry. 46 divided by 3.
What?
Alright. I'm just gonna jump to the next slide because this is taking too long
No, you have to add 3
and erase all of that stuff.
plus the final.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong.
Look, I know what I'm getting. It's 23 is the average.
I can't wait
No,
for
I know what I'm
now.
doing.
Oh.
Did I write anything?
What are you doing?
So more focus.
I'm sitting here.
I want some more. Oh, I did.
Alrighty.
Wait, Mr. Johnson.
Sounds really good.
So you got the answer for part B.
For part B, alright, so you can do it multiple ways. We didn't do the answer yet, I just jumped to the next thing. So this one is using Formula 3 over there, which is this guy. And that's this, we don't use D, we use X. X equals all of this goodness right here. So the start velocity of this is going to be 3, so this is a 3, which is what you got right here. And then this is 1/2 GT squared, which is all this goodness right here, GT squared. And erase this nonsense. What we are using now.
Wait, 3 plus.
Formula 1.
Well, this is just the way that they did it ahead of time.
So it's 3 plus a half times 10 point that time.
If you're going to do the average velocity way, you have to take the final velocity that we got right here and do plus the initial velocity, which is 3, right? And then divide by 2. So 46 divided 2 equals 23 meters per second equals V average. Let's say equals. That's a really long question.
So that way is easier.
This is just me redoing this in a easier seeming way, because the final equation that we can use instead of all the other stuff is V average equals X over T. The T is going to be I'll just put it. All right. So
4 seconds.
velocity is 23. X we don't know, and the time is 4.
How is it 23? The average was?
It should be 4. What else?
No, well, I went to his room and the kid was all over him.
I don't know who the kid is.
Who's the kid?
I just had a visitor from a different teacher, but it wasn't for me.
Did you
Telling
multiply
me.
by 4?
All right, so
Yeah. That's
23 times 4 should equal 92.
Meters per
It does.
second.
Nice.
Why is it just meters?
Because distance is measured in meters.
Displacement.
Does it work?
How many questions is it test?
The test currently is 35 questions.
Only 35.
Is there multiple choice again?
There are people trying to erase. No, not.
You said it's easier, right?
It is easier than the other one.
Okay. I'll expect you to do well.
I've done that. I mean, I don't think.
It's almost time for the quiz. We're doing the last little reviewy goodness.
Wait, Mr. Johnson, so for the format for the test, is it multiple choice and then there's one section that would be
The free response stuff.
Okay, but there's still gonna be multiple choice.
Yeah, there are 31 multiple choice / true false because this time there's true false in there, and then the last 3 to 5 or whatever are right. Do math.
Will it be like problems disguised as multiple choice testing, or will it be more definitions?
Definition stuff and otherwise.
Will the free response be like this?
Were we taking the quiz at the end of class?
We're taking it soon.
Spanish, which is.
There it is.